Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, Wilna. All right, Stanley, we're going to be, and we are live. Hold on. Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, Charmaine. I love Charmaine, you guys. I never met her, but she is such a gem. She's literally like the first. She's literally a gem. She's like always supporting me, like she's the real MVP. We're gonna give you guys a few minutes to tune in. If you guys see me looking this way, that's because I also have my IG family tuning in on Heart to Heart TV. So I do want to welcome you. If you guys are on, please go ahead and share. You guys know I don't like to keep any information for myself, and I can't reach everybody for myself, but with the help of you guys that are tuning in, guess what? We can make that impact, right? Hey. All right. So I'm super excited about tonight. I love this speaker, whether he believes it or not. Stanley, he is my brother in Christ. We actually go to the same church together. I'm excited to see just the things that God is doing in his life. And, you know, we're going to get right into all of that meat and sauce and just good news. So again, as you come on, just go ahead, don't waste no time. Just go ahead and share this video because again, I cannot reach everybody, but with the help of you guys, I can, right? And all you have to do is literally share the video because this man is going to share with you his testimony and just the different things that he's doing, you know, as a 24-year-old entrepreneur, right? He's 24 years old and he is an entrepreneur. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm elated. I'm happy to be connected with amazing people. If you guys were here when we first started this series, I mean, I had the privilege, you guys also had the privilege of sitting in with a young man at the age of 30, making over 6 figures. Hello, only works with 5 people and then take November and December off. If that's not something to shout about, I don't know what is. Okay. Also, we had another young man. Also, he's a Haitian entrepreneur, works closely with his wife. They educate, you know, Haitian people about finances. They have a wedding business, a real estate business. And now we are sitting here with Mr. Stanley, who is 24 years old. Okay, he is the founder of Louissaint Aroma, correct, Stanley?
Exactly.
Okay, Louissaint Aroma. All right, a South Florida native, originally from Haiti, y'all. This man is originally from Haiti. All right, and he has a heart for fragrance, right? And he's an entrepreneur. And today we're going to find out more about him. So, Stanley, I want to welcome you. Thank you for being on Heart to Heart. Like, thank you. Hello?
Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you. And I want to say thank you to everyone for actually coming live and watch at this moment right now. It's a pleasure, and I'm happy to share my story.
Awesome, awesome. So we're gonna jump in because I don't want to waste any more time. Again, if you guys see me looking this way, it's because I also have my IG family tuned in with me. Now, Stanley, you're 24 years old. But before we get into the meat, like give us a little history. I know you're born in Haiti. Can you tell us where in Haiti you're from and when did you actually come to the US?
I actually came from Gonaïve. Okay. I came when I was 9 years old. Okay. I actually came like now I used to live actually in Boca Raton. I used to go to high school of Olympica High School. And after that, I actually moved in my senior year to Pompano Beach. So when I come to Pompano Beach, I graduated from Ely High School. And I
You
went to
graduated, wait, you said you graduated from Ely High School?
from Ely High School.
Oh, that's where I graduated, Fran. That's where I graduated.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So after that, I went to Broad College. I graduated there for like, I spent 4 years there. I get my AA down there. That's pretty much it, you know. I came from Haiti when I was really little, and I thank God that happened to me. That was a blessing anyway.
Awesome. So he's originally from Haiti, you guys. Came here at the age of 9 years old, and you just got your associate's degree, correct? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I just got my AA on criminal justice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so before we get into the whole education part, now are you a full-time entrepreneur, a part-time entrepreneur? What's your status right now?
My status right now, I'm trying to be full-time, but right now, we just everything just start picking up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking my time. I'm working. I actually have like a part-time job where I work like 3 days, time by time, but I spend most of my time actually at the business.
Awesome. Now, you said that you went to school and you obtained your associate's degree, right? Now,
Yes.
what were your parents, because as Haitians kids, our parents usually have this idea for us in terms of what we should be, as adults. So what did your parents actually wanted you to do?
My parents, they actually want me to become a nurse,
Okay.
They want me to become a nurse, but I didn't want to be a nurse, but I was trying to please them. At the time I went to Broad College, I was taking some classes, studying nursing, trying to get to the nursing program. But after a while, me and my parents actually, I moved by myself. When I moved by myself, that's the time I decided, I'm like, okay, I don't want to do something that every morning for me to wake up to go to work, it's gonna be like a headache for me. I gotta go to something like to a field. When I'm working, I feel like, okay, I'm enjoying it. So I switched the major. When I tell them that, they didn't take it easy. But yeah, that's what they want me to be. They want me to be a nurse, but I didn't want that for myself. I didn't see myself as a nurse.
Okay. So in other words, and if you guys are watching, again, his parents wanted him to be a nurse. However, he knew that that's not something that he desired to do, because obviously, like you said, you didn't find any happiness in that, correct?
Not at all.
So now let's talk about the criminal justice before we talk about your pursuit as, entrepreneur. What exactly made you go into the criminal justice area?
For some reason, like I was really passionate in a way, since I was in Haiti thing and become a cop, like find a way actually to help other, like in a way, when you're a cop, it's actually you making a difference. Because as you see right now, many things happening, but as a Black man, if I'm actually come up to another type of Black man, like just if you want to make a change in something, like you gotta actually put yourself into it in a position so you can actually help those people that's actually, and I really want to do helping people around. And
are we having,
since I was
I think we're having some connection issues. Is your could you hear me okay? Could you guys hear us okay? Or do you guys hear the connection issues on your end, Stanley?
No, I heard you perfectly.
Make sure, because you're cutting off a little bit. Yeah. Well, no, yes, as into you, is there a connection issue with? Okay, we're gonna keep on going. There's an issue. Yeah, there's an issue on your end. Do you have because when you're talking, Stanley,
yeah,
you cut off.
Hold on, give me a second, just 1 second.
Yeah, your connection is in and out. So we didn't really hear anything about why you pursued criminal justice.
Okay, hold on.
There's gonna be a delay, Wona. However, that shouldn't stop him from, talking. So
it should be good now, I think.
All right, so let's go back.
Yes, so where did we left off again?
Hold on. Okay, perfect. All right, could you guys hear us? See us? Okay, so we wanted to know exactly what made you pursue criminal justice.
The criminal justice, I went to criminal justice just because I want to help people around. Like, you see, there's many things that be happening left and right. And I was looking at myself at that position. I was like, okay, many things happening like out there like that. How can I make a difference, Mm-hmm. As you seen, like, okay, when a Black man being actually arrested, when it's actually another race that's coming to them, they don't really know how to approach that person. As a Black man, I feel like, okay, like I'm a Black man, I will know how to approach another Black man because I know the feeling like when I'm coming to them. So I feel like for me to make a difference, you have to put yourself in a position of power to help some other people, to make a difference of something. And I feel like become a cop, that was gonna help me and help my community, helping a lot of people because I want to help,
Okay. Awesome. So you wanted to help other people. Let's talk a little bit about how did you actually get into entrepreneurship? Let's kind of transition into that.
That is actually something really deep because I'm the type of person, I love to smell good. I love to smell good. I love to look good. Because when I pass by people, I love getting a compliment. If it's not by my look, I gotta leave something for you to talk about, So okay, when it's come about the fragrance, because I'm really passionate about fragrance. Like all my friends around me, they always telling me like, yo, you're really passionate about that. You crazy about fragrance stuff like that. When there's a fragrance that's actually come out, I already know about the fragrance, what type of fragrance, when they're gonna come out. I'm already there in the level when they're coming out. And I find myself loving it like time by time. And everyone around me be telling me, yo, you love fragrance like that. Why don't you actually start your own company? But I didn't know how to start anything because I didn't know nothing about business. My mind wasn't into business, but God put that vision in me. I didn't know how to activate that vision yet until the time come. God said, okay, it's time. And that's when I start, I still didn't even know how anything worked into business. I didn't have any experience about business.
Awesome. So are you guys with me so far? Did you guys hear what he said? So God gave him a vision, correct, Stanley?
Exactly.
God gave you a vision and you have no education whatsoever when it comes to business, right?
Nope, not at all.
You have no connection in terms of what to do or where to start, but he showed up anyways.
Exactly.
So can you tell us a little bit about what happened when you started to move forward towards that dream? Talk to us about that, like when you started, because apparently you don't have the education, you don't have the connection, you probably, the money I'm sure probably wasn't there, but yet you had a word from God.
Exactly.
So what was the process like? How did you even get started?
To get started, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. Because when I first start, because I had the vision, people around me, because when God gives you a vision, he's going to put people around you. God, that's going to tell you, okay, this is what you need to do. This is the next move you got to do. So at those times, I didn't know what to do because everyone kept telling me, yo, you should do this, you should do that. But I didn't even have no idea about the business. So I was like, okay, let me start something. So what I did, I was doing some research online, stuff like that, trying to find like people that's already actually in that business, like fragrance business, trying to connect with them. And at that point, I came to some people that actually reach out to them. They actually shut me down completely. You know, at those times that was really embarrassed, but that didn't stop me because I believe that God gave me that vision. He's gonna help me do it. And at those times, I finally met up a guy. His name is Paris Pauling. He's actually a guy on IG. I usually watching his story because he actually got the same type of fragrance that I have. He got like a oil base, stuff like that. So what I did some research where he get all his stuff from, but I didn't even get half of them. So I checked in in Paris. So when I check over there to see if I can get some oil that actually can mix on my own. So I find like a company. When I find that company, I buy some oil that actually like different type of oil. And I actually buy the bottle from Amazon. When they come home, I was spending night, day trying to mix different type of oil, trying to mix them, trying to come with a smell. When I actually give it to people outside, like, yo, you think this smell is perfect? Some of them look at me like, yo, what you doing? Some of them used to think that I used to selling those little things they call like guess cacao, stuff like that. Because you know Haitian, they're gonna make fun of you because of because of how the product look. So at those times it was really hard for me because I was the only one wearing my own product. I didn't sell nothing. Sometimes I'd be trying to sell stuff to people, they're not even looking at it because the thing is, it's actually not looking too good. And as for me, it smelled good, but for them, it's missing something. At those times, I was really frustrating because I didn't know what to do because I know God gave me that vision and I'm passionate about it, but I wasn't in the right position. I didn't have the help and the support that I need to get to the next step. But that didn't stop me from moving forward to keep moving. That didn't stop me. I didn't use that to just stop, say, okay, I give up. I move forward from that. I search more information. Like I spend day and night trying to find information. I come up with different type of company. When I find smell, I start getting some feedback from people. And getting those feedback from people actually motivate me to do more. And that's when the business start picking up and I start doing some little stuff. And I start with my second fragrance. That's the one I actually come up with logo. I actually create my own little logo on my phone, trying to print it on the label, on the bottle, everything like that. Still, people was giving me a hard time because they didn't really look at it like something that was big enough. But still, I had one friend of mine, his name is Joseph. This guy is actually amazing. This guy been supporting me since day one. Anything that I'm doing, he don't care if it's good, if it's not, he's gonna invest into it. That's one thing I love about him. Because God gonna put some people around you that's actually gonna support you no matter what, no matter what that you're doing, God gonna put those people around you to support you. From that, we start pretty good, but thing wasn't pretty good from the beginning.
That's good. So I like what he said. Are you guys getting something so far? I know I have 17 people watching me. If you 17 can go ahead and share this video, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Now, Stanley said something very powerful. He said that when God gave him the vision, he went out and he started to do research. All right. He said he went out and he started doing research. And I feel like a lot of us, and myself included, is that when God gives us a vision, we just think that we're supposed to just sit there and just let it come to pass, right? Is that how it works, Stanley?
Nah.
That's not how it works. So basically, after the word has been given, you have to start moving.
You need to
right?
make the next step. Exactly.
You have to make the first step. And when you take that first step, that's when God will begin to reveal more. You understand? Because when he gives
Exactly.
you a word and you are disobedient, because when he gives you a word and you don't go ahead and do anything about it, that's kind of disobedience, you guys. Isn't that crazy?
Exactly.
That I just want to let you guys know that when he gives you a word and he says, hey, uh um Stanley, I need you to go out there and I need you to sell that bottle, because after that one bottle, there's $1 million that's gonna follow you. But guess what? You feel as if that you're not competent enough, right? You feel as if because you're not confident, and you're not competent enough to do that, you don't go out there. And guess what? You think he's going to reveal to you more? Absolutely not. It's in your
Yeah.
obedience. God is going to reveal more and give you the tools that you need. Now, Stanley, at what age, because I know we're talking about, we're still in the rediscovery mode. At what age exactly did you discover your purpose? Because a lot of people
Uh,
feel as if, well, you know what? I got to have things all figured out. Maybe I got time. I don't have to know all about this right now. Um, so tell us at what age did you tell us at what age you knew that there was more, and at what age you actually found purpose?
um, I start like I actually start on the age like 22. The age 22. At that time, because at the beginning I used to try to sell suit, or the business was in me. God was already gave me the business vision everywhere, but I didn't really see it that much. At those time, I remember like I used to be selling suit stuff like that, trying to buy suit from China places, trying to bring them down here, sell it to to different type of people, and on the age I'm on like 23, about to be 24. That's when I really see the vision that God gave me, and that's when I see, okay, this is my purpose. This is what God gave me. I gotta make a step. If I don't make a step, someone else is gonna make a first step in front of me, and they're gonna take that. And anything God gives you, you don't use it to actually make it happen. Trust me, someone else gonna hire you to build up they dream or something they doing. And I felt like, okay, I gotta work on myself. And the advice I can give to anyone: don't think that you're not ready enough to start your own thing. As for me, I felt like I was behind. I should have started earlier than that, but God do everything on his own time. But you're never too young. Even you 10 years old, you can start your own business. If you're selling some little cowl stuff like that, sell it with a purpose, with motivation. Trust me, by 10 years or 20 years, you will have almost like 6 buildings that's selling that little cowl thing. The thing is, you just have to be consistent with in everything that you're doing, and just trust God and believe that, okay, God gave me this and I will make it happen. You don't have to be 30 years old to start your own business. You don't have to get like money, a lot of money saving in the bank to start something. You can start with even like $1,000. You can start something. Some people, they wait, they say, okay, I'm too young to start doing this. They say, I'm gonna wait until I turn 26. No, you actually wasting some time. You should start right now. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You should start right now. You know, and that's the advice I can give to all my young people. Do not think that you're too young to start your own business.
That's
being
good.
the being the first person in the family to make the first step.
That's awesome. So now that I'm glad you brought up family. Um, as as you know, it's not easy, being Haitian and wanting to do entrepreneurship. So can you talk about the challenges that you encountered from family members as you
um
decided to branch out in the field of entrepreneurship? Were they against you? Were they supportive? Did they laugh at you? Like, walk us through that.
in the family, there will some people, they will laugh at you. They will say, okay, you're not gonna make it. It's not gonna work. But you're gonna find some people gonna say, okay, hey, I see where you're going, just keep pushing. But I find one person that I find that always got my back. Anything that I tell her, she just say, go for it. And that's my mom. That's my backbone. she actually got me in everything that I'm doing. I just say, hey, I'm doing this. She said, go for it, because she believed that if the first thing she always asks me, did God tell you to do it? I say, yeah. And she said, go for it. Don't stop. If you believe that God tell you to do this, just do it. But at a point, I find like a lot of family member, the support that I want from them, I didn't get it. Cause there was some time you're doing some event, you're doing some stuff. You want even just one family member that you actually have that show up, that will mean a lot to you, you know. But there's some point, you know, you're gonna have family member that's actually gonna want something for you, but it's not their life, it's your life. You gotta go on your way, because that's the purpose God wants for you. That's the direction God wants you to make, and you just gotta go. If you gotta go alone, just go for it, you know.
How did that really, so I know you talked about, you know, your mom being your backbone, but as humans, let's just be honest, sometimes those words or those naysayers, sometimes those things or those individuals, you know, impact us. Was there ever a time where you felt like, you know what, I should give up on this vision that God gave me because of, you know, what people were saying? Like, how did you take the negative that you were receiving from family members and close friends, and to continue? What did you do? Because some people don't know how to, you know, overcome that, but you did. So what can you tell an individual who don't know how to take negative words, negative thoughts, and to use it as fuel?
As for me, I always use anyone that's speaking like negative to me, trying to bring negative vibe around me. I always step back, because the thing is, as soon as I seen you bringing a negative vibe around me, I move far away from you, and I use all those negative thing they be saying, all the thing that you're not gonna make it, it's not gonna happen. I use all of them to earn success. You know, I'm the type of person, I don't let anything people say to bring me down. You can say anything you want. If I'm going that way, I'm going that way. I don't care who you are, what you're gonna say. If I'm going that way, I'm just gonna go that way. I know sometimes it's gonna feel like, okay, I want to give up, but I know the purpose. I know why God gave me that vision. God not gonna give you something if He know that you're not ready for it. And I always put myself in that position. If God give it to me, it's just because I'm ready for it. He see that I have the passion and I have the courage to just take the first step. And I'm not gonna let anyone stop me, because anything that you're doing in life, at the moment the enemy see that you're doing something good, he's gonna put people around you to speak negative thing around you. And those people, what I do, I actually run away from them, because at the moment you let them around you, even your bank account become negative. You know, so your bank, at the moment your bank account become negative, that means everything negative about you. It's like you become stressful. It's like stress become your partner. It's like you cannot focus on what you're doing. And I don't let people speak negative thing to me. I don't let anything that negative get in my zone. You know, I try to stay far away from that.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're gonna open the floor just a little bit for some questions. I know we don't have a lot of people online, but that's okay. You know why? Because for those of you that are online, you guys need this message. Amen. So I'm gonna open the floor just a little bit before we go into our questions. We have a few more. Do you guys have any questions for us? Okay, let me see what we have here. I'm reading some comments. Yes, God gives you a vision, but we can't take the necessary step. That's correct. Hold on. Do you guys have any questions for Stanley before we go on to the next question? All right. So we're gonna give you guys a few more minutes to get your questions together. If you guys don't, then we're gonna go ahead with the next question. But are you guys getting something today? Speak to me, speak to me. Are you guys getting something tonight? Awesome. Someone said, do you find it to be challenges to come? Do you find it to be challenging to come out with a scent considering all the scent that are out there?
I always put myself in that position, like, okay, if I'm coming with something, I don't care what's out there. I believe mine's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be in the top. You gotta put yourself in a level, no matter what other brand that's out there. You look at your brand as the top brand, you know. As for me, I look at Louissaint Aroma when they talk about Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, all those things. I put Louissaint Aroma in the middle of all of them. You know, it's actually you actually put your brand in actually another level. You don't care what type of smell the other brand got. You believe your brand is perfect. People will love it. That's it.
This is really good. I like that. He said basically, so basically, in other words, let's be honest, and I want to add on to that. When God gives you a vision, you guys, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be somebody in that field already. Do you guys know that? Yeah. And one of the things that keeps me going, you know, and I believe that this will help a lot of you guys as well that do have purpose, because everybody here on earth have purpose, okay? And like I said in my last live, is you may not be called into entrepreneurship. You might be very well called to be a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, a teacher, but you are God's representation in that field to showcase what he looks like. You understand? Exactly. I'm gonna say that one more time. If you are called in an arena other than entrepreneurship, you are his representative in that field to showcase what God looks like. Not everybody is called into entrepreneurship. Now, if you are called to entrepreneurship, understand that 9 times out of 10, there's going to be somebody doing the exact thing that you're doing. But the thing is, guess what? You may not, not even you won't be able to reach everybody, right? But exactly. The moment you say yes, your yes is tied to somebody, all right? The moment you say yes to purpose, your yes is tied to someone, all right? So your yes will be able to bring all your clients, right, to you. Your yes will be able to bring that person out of bondage. Come on, somebody. Exactly. Your yes will give hope to an individual who was lost, who was broken. And, you know, and that's how you have to look at purpose. That's how you have to look at, purpose, basically, because your yes, you have a group of people that is called to you. The Bible says that the whole earth is waiting on a manifestation of his sons and daughters, right? The moment you say yes to God, God has placed a group of people around you for you to minister to. Are you guys getting something today?
Definitely.
So if he called you, I'm not here to preach, but if there's a group of people assigned to you, right? There's also a group of individuals that will make sure they support your business, right? I know everybody don't like journals, but guess what? Lately, individuals who are in a season of journaling, writing down vision, guess what? They're coming to me. They're coming to heart. So what am I saying? It don't matter how many people doing the same products or selling the same thing you doing. There's a group of people that is tied to your yes. Can I get an amen, somebody? Because I'm not here to preach tonight.
Amen.
Oh my God. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. You know, so we talked about, you know, just the education piece. We're gonna go to culture. You know, we're gonna talk about culture. We scratched the surface about it a little bit, but I really want to go back into culture. You know, what are some culture beliefs or tradition that you followed for a while? And you later discovered in life there were lies that kind of trapped you into dreaming big for your life?
Um, I don't really like. I'm I'm the type of let me put it like this. I'm the type of person. I don't really let anything that people tell me trap me in a little box. If I gotta do my own experience, I'm gonna do it. I'm the type of person I have to do experience to actually believe, okay, this thing not gonna work. If I don't do the experience, if I don't do it by myself, if I don't put myself into it, even you telling me it's gonna hurt, it's gonna do this, I'm still gonna try to doing it on my own to see how it feel by myself. Because and the thing is, I actually didn't really raise with my parents like that, so that I don't really get something like that that can hold me back from getting to a place. I don't let things like that hold me back. You know, that's simple as that.
So being that you didn't grow up with your parents, were there any those individuals that were around you? Were there any proverbs that they used to say? You know, si map moui pou bon Dieu, or si map soufri pou bon Dieu, or ti garçon fi pa si bose kon l'argent. You know, did you ever hear anything like that or growing up, and did that kind of limit you, or kind of, you know, like you said, you still did your own thing, but did you ever hear anything like that growing up?
Of course, definitely. Like you can like a lot of Haitian parents, they be like, okay, when you actually a Christian, they be thinking that you gotta be poor, you know. God didn't create you to be poor, you know.
Amen. That's what
God created you to be like a billionaire, to have money to help almost thousands of kids that don't even can help themselves. That I used to listen to a lot of people actually, the way they complaining. And definitely when I was in Haiti, they believe like when you're a Christian, you're not supposed to have money. At the moment you have money, they think you actually, just like they said in Creole, una job. That's not true. As a Christian, God give you a purpose. You're supposed to be rich, got money, you know, because the God that we're serving, imagine, he's the king. He got everything. He's the one giving away. Why he want his own child to be poor? That doesn't make sense. So God want us to have enough to provide for our family, for ourselves. And I used to listen to a lot of Haitian people. They believe when they are Christian, they gotta be poor. But I didn't let that stop me. If I'm a Christian, I'm gonna be a billionaire Christian. I'm gonna help thousands of people in Africa and Haiti. I don't care how it is. I'm gonna be a billionaire.
Awesome. I like that. And that's true. And it's biblical. You know, God has come so that we can have life and enjoy it abundantly. And it's time for us to get out of the loader bar mentality, that mindset where we have to be living in lack and in poverty, because that's against the will of God, right?
Exactly. Yep.
So being that we're talking about finances right now, how many streams of income can you say that you have as a 25-year-old entrepreneur? How many streams of income?
Definitely from the business and from my job. And I actually fix computer too, time by time. But I right now, it's only the business right now, because I give all my time to the business 100% right now.
Okay, so right now you can say that you have 2 streams, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's okay. You know, he's an entrepreneur. He has 2 streams of income, but yet he works faithfully to build his business, and that is okay. All right. We're gonna take one more question, and then we're gonna open up the floor to anybody. And if you don't, we're gonna go ahead and just wrap it up and call it a night. Okay. Were there any books that you've read that helped you become this entrepreneur, or that motivated you when you didn't feel like, you know, that you could succeed in this field? If so, share them with us.
The book that I love this book. It's actually by our Pastor Robbins, Jerry. It's called Activate Your Purpose. This is an amazing book. At those time I was reading that book, I know like when God giving you a purpose, there's thing that you gotta do to activate those things. Because if God give them to you, you cannot just sit down, just like you said earlier. When God give you a vision, there's thing that you gotta do. You don't just sit down and expect God to do the rest of the thing. So reading that book gave me a lot of idea and how to actually accomplish some stuff in my life, how to actually move from 1 to 3 in the business field, because it's talk about how you can activate your purpose as a man, as a man of God. And I believe that book helped me a lot. I know what was the purpose God gave me, and I actually take the first step into it. I didn't let nothing stop me. I didn't let anything keep me in that little box. So I just went out there for it. That was a pretty nice book.
Got it. We do have a question from the audience. You mentioned that you believe in helping others. Are you doing anything right now to give back to your community or your or other countries?
Right now, it's something that I didn't want to share yet, but I'm gonna just lay it down on the table right now.
Don't feel pressured now.
No, it's okay.
If it's not time, I respect time.
It's okay. It's okay. But it was something like when I'm doing those stuff, I actually like to do them in private until it get explode. Right now, I got almost like 7 kids in school in Haiti right now. But
you have 7 kids?
7 kids in Haiti in school. I actually put them in school. But the plan that I have right now is actually for Louissaint Aroma to come with like an organization where we actually by the end of 2021, my plan is to have 200 kids in school and trying to actually rent like a place or build a place down there in Haiti where I can actually send help. We can actually come up with different type of program for those kids who doesn't have parent in Haiti, stuff like that. That's what I want to do.
That is
I want to help a lot of people. Because right now we just have 7, but in the future we're planning to add more of them,
Awesome. Now, before we go ahead, please, we're not trying to close out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to go ahead. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them. Stanley, where can they get your information? I know I have you here on IG. I'm going to go ahead, but can you please let the people know where where your platform is? I'm going to go ahead and try to add that. Marjorie, if you can add it for us, is IamStanley.L. Right? IamStanley.L.
Yeah, IamStanley.L. Yeah, for the IG one. For Facebook, just put Stanley Louissaint. It's gonna pop up. Where else? Like
do you
for
have
the website, for the business, it's Louissaint Aroma everywhere. That's where you guys can find me.
Now I don't know, have you disclosed your location as of yet or no?
Right now we just got our first location right now. We got our first location.
Give some hearts.
We just finished preparing site, everything. So right now we're planning on the day that we're gonna be opening, because my team and I, we're planning on doing like a night, like a party night before we open, so we can welcome everyone to come shop, enjoy the moment, so they can know this is the local store for Louissaint Aroma. I know in the future there's many more that's coming, but this is our first one for now.
Awesome. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I felt like this story was beautiful. This young man is, born in Haiti, left his parents behind, came here and started purpose, I didn't even know that he had 7 kids that he basically adopted and, put them in school. So that's amazing. That's new and that's a blessing. And his goal is to put more students, more kids in Haiti in school. So if this story did not inspire you guys, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So as you guys can see, there's different levels into entrepreneurship. And I pray that his story inspired you guys. I pray that you guys are activated, you know, to do what God has called you to do. Because as you guys heard earlier today, God gave him a vision and he didn't have the connection. He didn't have the money. He didn't have anything. And yet God pushed him. Is there a website that we can purchase? So, hey, Stanley, somebody want to purchase your item? Okay, so I think so my friend Marjorie actually just posted the website, Charmaine. So if you can go ahead and click that, that's exactly where you can actually get the get his product.
Marjorie's on point.
Marjorie's on point. It's my girl. Period. No problem. All right, you guys. So we are out. I love y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, share this live with somebody who you know needs it. And also my DM. I am open to hearing the reviews. I want to share some of your reviews. I love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting us. And that is it. Okay.
That's it. Thank you, guys.
Have any last words for everybody?
Nah, I just want to tell everyone, like, thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. Anything that you're doing in life, just stay consistent and just believe that God is with you. And anything that you want to do, just go for it. Don't let anything stop you. Just get into your comfort zone and go for it. Let's go.
All right. Well, bye, you guys. Wave bye to the camera, Stanley.
Bye, guys.
All right.